Oh shit. Wait. Pause. Pause. Double pause. Triple pause. Quadruple pause. Quintuple pause. Sextuple pause. Septuple pause. Octuple pause. There we go. Okay. And now we should be good. Are we good? I think we're good. Okay. Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the weekly reaction to Jungle Juice. Guys, we're getting close. We're getting close to double feature territory because Unordinary is almost back, you guys. But Jungle Juice ain't gonna stop. We're not gonna stop the Jungle Juice. Absolutely not. We gotta give Jungle Juice its props too. But anyway, we're back with Jungle Juice. Last week, we got the reveal that Gaon had put a horsehair worm inside of Fuijin. And that horsehair worm had been inside the thingamajiggy that Gaon had used the Jungle Juice on. And that is why it was in her and part of her complex. Removing that worm would ultimately lead to the death of Gaon. And we also learned Gaon's tragic backstory where everyone was like, ugh, she hypnotizes people. She's a creep. She's gonna brainwash everyone. And they were being mean to her. They were like, oh, you either hypnotized Professor G or you seduced him. And they were going to beat her up. But she was like, nah, I'm not playing anymore. And she brainwashed all of them to basically attack each other until there was only one left. Ultimately, Professor G was like, I'm sorry. I can't let this slide. I cannot let this slide. So he gave her the scar, the burn. He attacked her. And she was like, you didn't protect me like you promised you would. You didn't save me like you promised you would. All the while, Su-chan was fighting Huijin. And he got the worm out. But there were eggs. There's more than one worm inside of Huijin. And Su-chan also got infected by the horsehair worm as well. And that's when San showed up. That's when Baby Girl pulled up. And she was like, yeah, I had that worm inside me. I've been working on some medicine, you know. So here, I'm not, you're not gonna be able to function for a bit though. By the way, Huijin, there's more than one worm in her, so the only way that we're gonna be able to save her is if Professor G kills Gaon. And she was like, Su-chan, you don't move. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. And she sat on him, but Su-chan was like, nah. I'm not letting Professor G go through that by himself. He's been through enough. And San was like, bro, how are you still moving? Like, I gave you the medicine. You shouldn't be doing this right now. You're going to damage your body. But that is when I really wish Tie Song and Junyoung would have gotten, like, you know, their moment with Professor G, like helping them being the ones to help him take on Gaon. But no, Su-chan showed up and he was like, I'm not letting you do this alone, Professor. No way. Anyway, that's what we got. So let's get in to episode 15. Here we go. Professor G. Oh, that's right. Professor G also has a prosthetic arm to like complement his complex. Butterfly lady, I think it's this lady. It might not be her. But she was ultimately like, hey, yeah, I can't fix your arm, bro. Like, that's not going to happen. So, I can give you a prosthetic, though. So that's where we are. So I guess that we get the flashback. Are you sure about this? It is possible to force connect the gland system to the prosthetic arm so that you can continue using your complex. Except you're in no state to use that complex anymore. Yeah, they're doing this bullshit. They're doing this. Okay, let's go. If you neglect your body's limits and use it again, you might permanently suffer from repercussions. As soon as we get him, we can't have him back fully, of course. Both as humans and insect humans. That matters not. As long as I can protect my students. It's only a small price to pay. I'll make the same choice 100 times. Okay. Out of context, this face, like all of this and this look especially, it looks like Su-chan is screwed out of his mind. Like he's like, I'm surrounded on all sides. Jungle juice. I've always regretted what happened that day. I couldn't protect or stop Gaon. And that led to the death of so many people. Consumed by guilt, I risked my own health in countless battles to protect others. But that insecurity caused my body and complex to deteriorate. I paid the price. Damn, that's a cool shot right there. I really like this piece right here. My body has already been reduced to ashes. Yet, I'll hold on to her. Professor G, now's your chance. You must be out of energy because of the horsehair worm. But you're showing tremendous willpower. Perhaps my dying embers. The wound is actually healing, albeit slowly, have spread to others. Perhaps they're still burning. Great work, Su-chan! Step away, now! Horsehair worm. I know you remember this heat. You can't hide from me! I don't care if my fire completely dies. I'll gladly be incinerated after all this. But if there is even a single ember left in me, if I can protect the students I love, as well as the student that I once loved, I want you to burn explosively one last time! No! It's ultimate defense mechanism. This really shouldn't bother me, but as much as it does, but it does. I loved ultimate defense mechanism. I don't want advanced defense mechanism. I want ultimate defense mechanism. Ultimate defense mechanism of the Bombardier Beetle. The final surge. Bro, nah, they're trying to do All Might. They're trying to do United States of Smash so hard. Oh no, it's awesome though. I love it. I'm not happy about like losing Professor G as soon as he shows up, but like, whatever. What is your name? What is Ada? Ada is just like, oh. Do is just like, why? God damn it. Blaze. That is a cool arm though. Like the skull design and like, what is this part of the arm called? What is the back of the hand? Like, what is the back of the palm called? I'm gonna look that up. Yeah, whoops. What is the back of the palm called? The dorsum. The dorsum, the skull where the dorsum is, that's pretty cool. Anyway. So he catches her. Did he do it? Did he finally kill Gaeon Sin? Was your hair like that before? I guess it was. Yeah, it was. Okay. Junyoung. No. He concentrated that extreme heat on a single point to burn just the horsehair worm. With inch-pin perfect precision. It's as if he had trained rigorously just to use it on Gaeon Sin. But if that was intended, that means... Wait a minute! Please don't tell me you spared her life! You can't do that! You should have incinerated her along with the worm! That woman tried to kill us every single time we met her. You've never known what she'll do next if she's alive. I'm trying to think. No. I'm honestly trying to think back. Have they ever actually killed people? Like their enemies? Have they killed them, or have their enemies always just been like, except for the giants, the giant guys? Anyway, I get that the toxin she injected herself with might kill her eventually, but what if she wakes up? I'll take full responsibility. Please let me handle her. Please. Bro, you're gonna die, Professor G. That's not fair. Professor G. What? Okay. Okay. I love Hye-sung. I know that I wanted Hye-sung to do something. Why is Hye-sung the one propped up like he's the main character right now? Bro, come on. I don't mean to interrupt you guys, but we have another injured individual whose regenerative abilities have been significantly impaired. Huijin! She needs to be treated immediately, or else she'll be in danger. I can certainly take a look at her, but not here. We should take her back to our base first. Okay. We'll temporarily retreat with the injured. And the rest of the are to continue with the operation. Assault team, report on the situation. Oh, shite nuggies. That's right. They still have the Predator here. That's not good. We should be able to wrap things up short. There is... Wait, did y'all take out the Predator like so? No. Fake news. No way. I should have expected as much from the most powerful combatants of Nest. They're as annoying as that #1 guy I fought before. And that's how he tricks them. Gets a hold of their emotions. Especially that guy wearing armor. His complex works too well against mine. What should I do? Anyone else? Doa, never change. Our base is pretty much taken over. If I use the origin, I might be able to kill one of them. Yeah, I surrender. But I am too late. No! I have no will to fight anymore. The base is yours now. Yikes! Holy, you would kill someone that surrendered? You're so heartless. Heartless? You are vermin to be exterminated. You spread jungle juice to turn people into monsters. You killed them and devoured them. Yet you have the audacity. Oh, did he get him? To call us heartless? Oh, let's go. That's funny. You speak as if you represent a fair and justice organization. Okay, buddy, how are you connected to Nest? How are you mistreated by Nest? Do you honestly think Nest is any different from us? What doesn't he know? I admit that we have been using jungle juice that way. But it was you guys that used it first. Is he referring to Carl Davidson or... Okay, you know what? This could still lead to... Okay, I'm gonna go back. Remember what I said a long time ago, guys? Professor Ma cannot be trusted. Could this potentially be that? I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that maybe Professor Ma is secret antagonist. Maybe he's the one that used it first. Anyway, that's what I think. Because yeah, we still don't know Professor Ma's complex or anything as far as I'm aware. All right. Fun fact with an entomologist. Roll call in the replies for everyone who has used Nest, who eyed Nest as sus. You know, this whole using tools to destroy civilization really reminds me of dolichodoran ants. Whenever they have any competition from a neighboring colony, they'll go fill in the neighbor's entrance with stones. They'll even do this to ground nesting bees. With the bees... when the bees are still inside. The real MVP here, though, is Professor G. Him showing up as the best prof around. No, just... prominence bad! Alright. So who's got the blue amber? Professor Ma? There's a face right there. That kind of looks like Professor Ma. Anyway. Alright. Question of the day. Alright, question of the day. If 3 Propolis members die, who's dying this? Or if one of the three dies here, who's dying? Who of these 3 is dying? Anyway, that shall be it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We'll be back next week for more Jungle Juice. And as always, everyone, see you, Space Cowboy.